Okay, guys, this is what I picked up from the Container Store. I was just looking to do a quick refresh in my refrigerator, and I'll probably show you that on a different video. That'll be another video, but I'm going to refresh my fridge and change out some of the bins that I'm currently using for the refrigerator just to see if this works. So hopefully it'll work. So I went ahead, what I start at the top, I went ahead and picked up 5 of these. I think they're iDesign scoops. So these are 5 of the larger ones. And then I picked up one small, like a medium size. And then I picked up 2 teeny ones. They're really small. And that's going to go upstairs in the bathroom for my Epsom salt canisters. I'm going to have one in my bathroom and one in my guest bathroom. And then also I picked up the large berry bin. So I picked up 2 of those, and I'm going to keep my strawberries in here, and then I'm going to also keep the blueberries, raspberries, blackberries in there as well. And then the produce bin, I'm going to keep my cucumbers, lettuce, carrots, peppers, stuff like that. And I'm going to try to section them off. And then here I bought 2 small berry bins. I'm going to also use that. Now I'm going to actually use the insert. Hopefully it will work, because when I tried it out in the store, it looks like it will work. I'm going to put the insert in one of these larger berry bins so I can keep them separated, and that way they'll still have that ventilation to drain and keep dry and keep as fresh as possible. But that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll use the actual bin itself for other products and other produce. So that's what the plan is. So we'll see how that goes. And then finally, I just I just picked up 2 multi-purpose bins. I love these things. You guys know that I did my entire pantry. Well, like 90% of my pantry, I used these type of bins. They didn't have like the mediums, so I just grabbed a small and a large. I have a couple of things I want to do with these 2. So yeah, so I grabbed those 2. They were on sale and I grabbed them. So that's my mini haul from the Container Store. It's not sponsored. Container Store, holla at me. But yes, so that's my haul, and I will share what I do in my refrigerator that's coming up in another video. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys. So after I did my haul, I like to always start out as everybody normally does in washing my containers. So yes, earlier when I went to the Container Store, I purchased these containers and they were on sale. I believe, I don't know what I did with my receipt, but they were like $20 maybe or more, but I did snag them for $15.49 or something like that. They had a 30% off or something like that. So yeah, so I got every container on sale. And also my multi-purpose bins, I also got those on sale. So, yeah, I'm just peeling off my stickers and labels. And I'm just prepping the containers to be washed. So I'm going to give them a nice, good wash. And thank God the labels came off fairly easy for me. The downside is I have these gel nails on. I have a manicure with gel nails, and so my nails were a little thick, so I couldn't slide my nails up under the tags as easily as I could have if I didn't have the gel on, but they still came off fairly easily. So that was one good perk about the containers. I guess the people who manufactured them and put the labels on them thought about them being peeled off, because it is a pain. Now, some, I will say, if you peel it off on an angle, they come off better, but I think I was getting a little antsy, and some did, what they ripped or tore, and then I had to kind of scrape them off, as you'll see me like trying to pry some of the labels or the tags off. But yeah, for the most part, they all came off fairly easy. And I was just ready to get in there and just give them a good wash. I'm using my Caldrea Sea Salt Neroli fragrance dish soap and a touch of Dawn as well. That's my go-to combination whenever I'm washing dishes. Sometimes I will use bleach, but this time I did not. The water was piping hot, so that was sufficient for me. Okay, now I am taking paper towels and I'm drying my containers very thoroughly because I'm going to use them immediately after this. So I wanted to make sure that I gave them a good wipe down and dried them so there would be no water. And I don't like the microfiber cloths. Now, I will say, to be honest, I have not used my e-cloth on my dishes, but I just don't like microfiber cloths, and I didn't want a lot of fibers on the containers, so therefore I chose to just use paper towels, and it did the trick for me. After all of that, I forgot my 2 small berry bins. I looked behind me and realized that my small berry bins were still sitting over there looking at me talking about, yo, what about us? So I had to start the process all over again. But thank God it was only 2 small berry bins. Now, they have multiple pieces to them. However, it wasn't painstaking. So I went ahead, as you see here. This is after. That's Miss Kendall barking. She must be barking at somebody walking past the house. But yeah, so as you see here, I just had to start the process from the very beginning. But no worries, it got done and everything is cool, clean, and looking gorgeous.
So now I'm moving on to drying my strawberries. And I will say that this probably will be the last time that I do this method. I'm going to just go ahead and leave my strawberries dry until we need them, because they're not lasting as long as I would like them to. But yeah, I do like prepping as much produce and fruit as possible, just so we can have it ready at the hand. But yeah, so I take my time painstakingly to dry every strawberry, squeeze out as much moisture as I can so they don't get soggy on me. But I do find that when I pre-prepare it, they don't last as long. So now here everything is nice and clean and fresh and prepared, ready to go into my fridge for the week. So we are good. And I'm excited to see how these new containers do for me and my family. They are gorgeous. So now I am prepping my vegetables, and I'm just peeling my carrots. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grate some, because the hubby and I have been really diligent about eating salads. And it's been working for us when I cut up my cucumbers and cut up or shred our carrots and just have them ready to go into the salads. And then the other carrots, I'm going to just cut up in little disc or on the bias or whatever, so I can have them prepared and ready for the week. I know I'm going to glaze some carrots for dinner, so I want to just kind of do a slight meal prep with my carrots. But that's pretty much what I'm going to do with the carrots. My tomatoes, I normally leave them out. I don't put them in the refrigerator. I've learned that years and years ago. It changes the texture of your tomatoes. So I never prep my tomatoes. I just leave them on my counter. So that's why you really never see me do anything with my tomatoes. I just leave them unwashed, and I just wash them when I'm ready to use them as well. So I'm going to adopt that same method for my strawberries, because like I said earlier, they're just not, it's not working for me. And I don't know if it's because I'm buying a lot and they're just, we're not going through them fast enough. By the end of the week, the intel of them are mushy and starting to try to mold. So yeah, here I am cutting up the carrots to, snack on. I bought some hummus, so I like to dip that in there, and I'm going to also glaze them. So now I'm dealing with my celery, and I'm just giving them a quick trim, and I'm going to cut them to size so they can fit nicely in my container. And I'm going to tell y'all what, I love celery. I don't know why I stopped really snacking on them, but I had some celery and apples this week. It was so delicious, along with a little container of peanut butter. I mean, it was so delicious and refreshing. Oh, I enjoyed it. So yes, I'm excited about just having that on hand, ready for me to snack on. And now I'm doing the cucumbers. And like I said, I'm doing my cucumbers because this method does work for us. When I want a salad, I really don't feel like pulling this out, doing all of this, having to peel, cut, and then deal with my lettuce and deal with, the carrots and all of that. So the more I have prepared and prepped, the better it is, and the more likely I am to go ahead and reach for the salad, because it is daunting. Sometimes when you're tired, you don't feel like prepping everything. So that's been working for us for a lot, for these past months. I really have been enjoying having my produce and fruit on hand, ready to go.
But thank you guys for watching. I hope and pray that these videos and my videos today has inspired you to go ahead and get that shopping done. Go ahead and clean and do your spring cleaning, because we are in spring. Summer is coming. The warm weather is here. And we just need to get our places and spaces organized and refreshed so we can enjoy the life that God has given us. All right, take care, guys. And as always, wishing you comfort and joy from my heart to yours. Until the next one.